All right, good evening, everyone. So here's the individual names that we covered sometimes, and in the weekly edition, I thought that it's going to be a good opportunity to cover these ones. Weeks this week, we got a pretty volatile. It went up, down, and then going up again on Friday session, which was not that spiky because the stock market went down, but VIX actually didn't have quite a decent spike. Like it has a good spike, but later, I would say last hour of the trading session, it went down and closed just at 6% positive, still below 16. And I think that Wix is gonna go down to 12 potentially for forming the bottom. So we'll see how it goes. Apple a positive flat to positive day on Friday session and stock market, especially technology, went down. So this is kind of like a good for Apple. We have a bear flag here, but this shadow actually tells me that even if it goes down, it's not going to go down crazy. So probably that's going to be a healthy correction for Apple. The same as for Amazon. Amazon is forming a pretty nice bull flag. At the maximum level, draw down, I would say 216, which kind of like a lots of support here. So we'll see how it goes if it's gonna hold up a pretty nice stir. Meta is the same. We had a huge kind of like a candle going all the way up to 700, then coming back down. So this candle is crazy. Like Meta on Friday session, oh wow, this is a kind of like a topping tail, if you ask me. But this is exactly what I was expecting for the corrective. It's going up and then down and then getting back to the upside. So we'll see for the next few weeks if we get back to the upside. I would say usually with this long shadows, even on the top or bottom, we're gonna test at least the halfway, which is gonna be 680. So we'll see how it goes with Meta. Microsoft is the same. We're kind of like forming a choppy consolidation here, 478 right now. If it goes below 468, we should be more concerned. Right now, I'm looking for a close above 490, 490, 500. That would be a great scenario for Microsoft. Google at the same time, we see that the bull flag is forming. I'm looking for more consolidation because it can go higher to 350. Potentially, that's going to be my level, at least for Google now. Netflix, it's in the trouble. You know that there is a deal with Netflix and Trump is getting involved, and you know that Netflix is pro-Democrat, and they had a huge fan of Kamala Harris. And right now, when they're coming to the deal, Trump is getting involved for not allowing them to have a monopoly in the industry, which we know that it's kind of like a political bias as well. But Netflix, alongside of that political bias, we see that there is a huge support here in this area. 81 to 95. This is a huge box, and we should see some kind of like a pullback again for Netflix coming soon. Tesla at the same time, we had a pretty good bounce for Tesla. This is a nice double bottom, 380 going all the way up to 480, 458, and still it can go grow higher. This is a giant consolidation in a weekly basis since September. We see that this is a giant consolidation. See that previously, just spike up nicely. This is another consolidation for Tesla, and I believe that it's gonna repeat the same pattern again. Moving on to SMH, semiconductors were kind of like a loser on Friday session. It goes down, and I believe that still I can go lower to go, but I'm not sure if it gets a pass above. It passes through this critical pivot here, which is 325. So keep an eye on this. Stocks the same here. Critical pivot is 272. I'm not sure if it gets through at 270. So we'll see how it goes. Nvidia is kind of like a forming a pretty nice, kind of like a breaking through to the downside. I would say Nvidia 145 to 150 could be a possible scenario. So keep an eye on this on Monday session. I would say stock market can have like a finish its corrective move this week, and potentially semiconductors, Nvidia and AMD, they're gonna have like a decent another sell-off potentially for AMD 173, 183. That could be the scenario. Taiwan Semiconductor, keep an eye on 280, 270. Texas Instrument on the other side, it's kind of like a forming a pretty nice bullish consolidation. I'm kind of like a bullish, and this it has enough correction to 148, and right now it's just getting back to the upside. I would say Texas could be a scenario for a long position. Any corrective move, we can get back to the upside shortly for Texas. Lam Research just forming a reversal at the top, so Lam Research can test this pivot, November pivot. XLF banking sector, or I should say Spider, financial Spider, just going higher today, 54 on a Friday session, getting back to the downside and still forming a bullish with a corrective move. We may see a bullish still momentum continuing higher. However, I would say the correction could be a decent in this sector. KBE, the banking sector as well, it's going down. Regional banks actually forming the top reversal as well. JP Morgan hit a double top there or triple top and getting back to the downside intraday session. Goldman Sachs had a huge bearish engulfing at the top, which is a warning for Goldman for a reversal. Potentially 780 to 800 is coming. Bank of America, no, kind of like a reversal sign yet. Hit the all-time high, hold up pretty well entire session. GDX, gold miners, huge reversal on the top. So I would say gold and gold miners are getting back to the reversal soon. So stay tuned for that on GDXJ. The same here. We got a pretty nice reversal on a Friday session. The same as AEM, getting back to the downside. Newmont at new all-time high, getting back to the downside at the top. So I would say all in all, I should say be careful with the gold miners and gold. I put analysis myself on the gold, so I bring a little bit the correction target higher, but still looking for a correction or decline. XLE, which is an energy spider, just going down again, so it cannot get above this 46 on a daily basis or weekly basis. We should just wait for that one because as soon as it gets a weekly close above 46, can see new all-time high potentially or double top for XLE. The same as for Exxon. Exxon actually is a better pattern here. We got above a 116 right now. We got kind of like a reversal. 120 is kind of like a resistance there. There are lots of sellers there, but I would say more consolidation means more beating up the price here and can go higher. Chevron is the same. We got a pretty choppy consolidation for Chevron. It's not a huge favorite for the market right now, but I would say when it get back to the bull side, it can just go higher and higher. I love this stock, but this one actually doesn't move yet. So it has a very solid correction to the downside, Oxy. And from its top, it's now 41. But I would say if Oxy is getting back to the bull side, even if it doesn't hit kind of like a going to all-time high or previous highs here, but it can give us like a very nice 50% profit if it goes to 60 from 40, which I would say that's going to be a very potential scenario for 2026. Oxy can go to 55 to 60, and that would be kind of like a decent 50% a bull side or margin we can get for 2026 for this name. So we'll see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. Have a good one. See you on the short. Bye-bye.